came back to Vancouver and went back to the RV park for the week so I can stay until Saturday and leave from there. It's gonna rain all week anyways. But I'm doing a run. First run in a long while. But we usually do a lot of walking and hiking. But since I'm staying put, I figure I'd get a run in downtown Vancouver. All right, keep running. I'm not a big runner. That was about 1.25 miles from the RV park to this side of the bridge. So that means I'm gonna go back. That'll do about 2.5 miles for me, which is a decent run for me. It's a cool run across the bridge, but there's just a lot of car exhaust. All right, time to go back. Do you see the imprint on the window? I cannot believe that is still there. That's from when this truck was sitting in the dealer's parking lot. That's the imprint of the window sticker. See that? It says Super Duty. What does that say over here? That's so crazy. It's been a year. This thing hasn't been on this window in a year, and we've been all over North America, and there's still an imprint. It's raining pretty good, but today is the day I'm leaving Vancouver. I've spent the last week here since I came back from Pemberton. I've not done any vlogs because I never left this place. Not in the truck anyways. I did walk to the mall and get food almost every day. There was a couple days when some friends came and met and we hung out, but other than that, I just stayed here and worked. And it rained most days except for yesterday. Today I'm driving back across into the US. I will be trying to make it all the way down to LA in 3 days. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm trying to get to LA by Halloween where the kids and Marlene are. And they've been there for a couple weeks. Not sure exactly where I'm headed right at this moment, but I'm going to go somewhere near the border. First of all, I'm going to grab a bite to eat. It's 11:30. I'm about 30 minutes late of the Capilano RV Park's checkout time, so yeah, I'm out of here. Let's go. Pulled over to this. It's raining. I'm gonna run out there. I'll show you what this place is. I had to cross a bridge, and these bridges now have no toll booths, so they just take a picture of your plate, or you can come all the way to this building, like way out of the way after the bridge, to pay your toll. I would have no problems with it paying online, but I've just forgotten to pay too many times and having to get stuff in the mail months later with a huge fee. Totally not worth it. So I've got time today, so I figure I'd just come over here and pay it in person. They don't make it easy to pay in person anymore, that's for sure. Quick lunch stop in Abbotsford. This is a pizza place called Me and Ed's. I used to have Me and Ed's in Central California where I went to high school, and I haven't seen a Me and Ed's in a long time, so I had to stop when I saw it. They have this really good, like, cornmeal crust. Looks like it hasn't changed. Whose is that?
What?
Who made that one?
Well, Mama made it, but it's Lucas.
Oh, cool. Mama did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Big triangle eyes. Show me yours again.
What?
Show me yours again.
Okay.
Awesome. Luca.
Tell them to stop.
Luca, can you stop crashing to people?
Mama told them to stop.
It's not bumper cars. Luca,
No.
you're gonna get in big trouble. 2 days. I'll be there in 2 days. Okay, here it is again. We're at the front of the camper. These are soaking wet. Well, they're very wet. I've been using it to wipe up all the water that's kind of leaking into here. I don't know if you can tell, but there's just a lot of moisture in here. Where it's coming in from, could it be just condensation dripping down? So I'm wiping this like crazy, and then I realized like there's a huge puddle right here. You know, it's all really wet. You can almost like wring it out. So what I did last week is I lifted this carpeting up, and if you lift this carpeting up, you'll find it's right here. I've since used plumber's putty, puttied it over, and then put Gorilla Tape over that, because there's electrical wires, as you can see here. You see that? There's like water beating up. There is definitely, see all that moisture in there? That's probably condensation. But it's not all condensation. So what I found, check this out. If you lift this up, look in there, it's all kinds of wet. Oops. Really wet in there. And it's this hole. It's this hole that the wires come through. You see that? That's a pretty decent sized hole. If it gets really wet, water just comes seeping right through that hole. Not good news. Not good news. This is what I've done to the one in the middle. Plumber's putty. And then use Gorilla Tape to tape down all the wire so it doesn't, because the wire could get in the way of the plumber's putty seal. So I'm basically just going to shove a bunch of plumber's putty in there. Pull back some of this existing duct tape. Figure out how I'm gonna tuck the wire. So what I'm gonna do is actually just put putty like into that hole. The farther I can put putty into it. See, this is the stuff. It'll seal up pretty well even when it's wet. And I may try to seal it with something more permanent, like a silicone or epoxy or something like that. But this plumber's putty stuff will work right now while it's wet, just in case it starts raining again. Put it around, really press it in there. Hopefully it'll stay down like that. And then take a big strip of Gorilla Tape and try to hold it down. Hopefully it stays. So I don't think this is leaking anymore. over here, but there's still a puddle of water. And I'm concerned that this puddle of water is from somewhere back here. So where it's leaking from the inside the holes that I plugged, they're wires. Those wires lead out to these running lights. This one on the side, big one in the middle, and the other one over there. So I plugged these holes, and then I'm still seeing water coming through, and I suspect are the wires for these. So I'm gonna have to plug those two, except I can't really get to these that easily. There's like a board with like a square head screw blocking it. I gotta take those off, plug those up, and then now I'm starting to wonder maybe if these lights back here have the same problem. There's 5 here, 2 there, 1 in the middle, and then 2 more there. So really, I suspect the problem lies in these 10 lights, or the 10 holes that they've drilled for these 10 lights. 5 orange ones in the front, 5 red ones in the back. These are literally the last Canadian cash, Canadian coins I have. I have no more paper money, just this. I'm gonna try to spend it all before I cross the border. Spent the last of my Canadian money. I got me a large coffee and a burger, just for a snack. I'm driving at night to try to avoid any possible traffic I might hit. Going down through Seattle, that entire Puget Sound area, through Tacoma, Olympia. I'm going to try to make it all the way down to Vancouver, Washington, basically. Just short of Portland. Because Vancouver, Washington, I think is going to be easier to find an overnight spot. So, in a way, this is a Vancouver to Vancouver drive.
Chuck found a little shade for the day.
Hi.
Where's home? If you can do me a favor, if you can just pull next to the metal benches there, head on inside, I'll have your passport reach inside.
Okay. I am in. Officially back into the US. They just wanted to look at my stuff, which they always do. Especially when you've been here for like 4 months like I have. They want you to fill out a customs form and all that good stuff. So from here on out, I am just going to drive like the wind. Well, as long as the wind is going the speed limit, that is.